Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is May 13, 2016. My name's Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's get started here. We're going to look at the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You're going to see the futures here are trading lower by about 2 points right now to 20.56.5 per contract. Futures did get a pop off some economic news, but you can see them starting to come back in. Again, today is a Friday. Rarely do we see big down days on Fridays. Maybe we're due for one, but we really haven't seen that in 2016. In 2015, we had a lot of big down Fridays, but in 2016, somehow, some way, the market seemed to be buoyant, and we'll see if today is really more of the same. But in the meantime, there are lots of stocks in the news. First one we're going to start off with is going to be JWN. This is Nordstrom. This is a high-end retailer. I know because my wife goes there and spends a lot of money, but the stock is getting absolutely hammered to the downside today. Right now, the stock is trading at $38.60, closed at $45.23. Nordstrom is getting smashed. But guess what? I do have gap support levels for this name, and they will be posted up in the chat room at 9 a.m. So again, if you want to trade Nordstrom alongside of us, come over. Take the 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat room. You'll see everything we are doing there, but we have an excellent level for Nordstrom. We will be looking to play that today. And again, this stock is in play either way, so keep that on the radar today. Let's take a look at NVDA, which is NVIDIA. You're going to see this stock is trading sharply higher this morning, closed at $35.57. Right now it's trading at $39.21. It does have a double top high going all the way back to October 2007. And if you remember, that was a stock market peak back then. So NVIDIA trying for new highs here. And that high pivot was around $39.67. So right around that $40 area, there should be fairly good support in NVIDIA. If you own this stock, I would be trailing the stop loss right now. If you do not own it, I would not be chasing this stock higher. It has gone parabolic. It's a great move, but the stock is going to get tired up here at these levels. So be a little bit careful there. But if you own it, just trail the stop loss. No need to get out. Let's take a look at Symantec. SYMC is the ticker symbol here. This stock is trading down at $16.32. The only level I like for Symantec, if it gets down to around $14.36, that's the only level where I would step up. Other than that, we got to look for pattern once the opening bell rings today, and we'll see how that plays out. You have Shake Shack in the earnings picture today. Ticker symbol is SHAK. This is that fast food hamburger joint. What you're going to see here is that the stock is trading at $36.61, closed at $34.26. So Shake Shack, which has been downtrending, catching a good bid. I am showing resistance right off the bat at $39. So if the stock, by some chance, I don't know if it gets up there, $39, should be an excellent intraday resistance level today. So keep that on the radar. Shake Shack should have very good resistance around $39, should it even trade up to that level. Let's stick with the retail theme again and go back to DDS, which is Dillard's. Stock right now is trading at $57.50, closed at $60.64. I'm seeing a little bit of support around the 56.60 level. I don't know if I love that level, though. We'll be looking at this one a little bit more in depth once the opening bell rings today. So again, come on over, take that 7-day free trial, come with us. Lots of retail stocks have been rocked lately. And we're going to take a look at another one right now, which is called JCPenney. This stock was a high flyer for a little while there until about a month ago. Stock did trade all the way up to $12 last, I believe, in March or April. And now what you're seeing here is JCPenney trading underneath $7. So, again, got to be careful here. I do think the stock is a bit oversold now at this level, but nonetheless, we'll see if it cracks a little bit lower. You do have support around 7, but we're right at that level right now, and we did break it briefly here, and then the next level you have is $6 support. I would be a buyer at 6. I might even look to nibble at 7, but we'll have to see how it looks once the opening bell rings today. In sympathy to all these retail stocks like Nordstrom and Dillard's and JCPenney that are trading lower, you got to look at the stocks like Kohl Stores, which has really been under pressure. That could be under more pressure. Macy's was under pressure. That could be under more pressure. Retailers like Michael Kors could be under more pressure. They've been hit hard. Even stocks like Target, you got to look at right now. They could even be under more pressure. So we're seeing really a lot of retail names getting hit. TJ Maxx, TJX could be under pressure. Ross Stores, ROST, that could also fall in sympathy and be under pressure today. So be a little bit careful. Retail names definitely on the weaker side today. Let's take a look at Western Digital. Ticker symbol is WDC. They just closed out their takeover of SanDisk. So SanDisk is now trading along with WDC now as the merger has been completed. But Western Digital is being downgraded today by Merrill Lynch. Now, I don't like when companies get downgraded at lows. So Western Digital now is on my radar within a week or so to look for a bottom. So anytime you get a stock like this, and I'm going to show you this chart. This is a monthly chart right here. Why didn't Merrill Lynch downgrade the stock at 110? They're downgrading it now at $36. That's a little bit ridiculous. The stock has massive support at 30. So again, we'll be watching Western Digital over the next week or so for a little bit of a bottom. I think it's coming into one, and I think traders should be aware of that. Where it is, I think I have some ideas, but we'll look at it in the intraday stock chat room. But still amazes me how these big financial brokerage firms will downgrade equities at extreme lows when they missed the first 100 points. It just is still baffling, but that's the way it works. That's the way it is. All right, let's go over to the gold market right now. Gold futures trading down about $5.30 to $1,266 an ounce. Let's take a look at the all-important GLD, which is a good gold ETF. Right now, you're going to see that trading at $120.89, closed at $121.16. So that is reflecting the down move. Again, we'll watch gold today, but gold, in my opinion, probably needs to pull back a little bit here. We also see the U.S. dollar index stronger today. That's up decently. Right now, the U.S. dollar index making a move higher. And as long as that goes up, again, it usually will put pressure on gold and on oil. Let's take a look at crude oil today. Crude oil right now is trading lower by 62 cents to $46.08 a barrel. Let's look at the USO, which is a good oil ETF, and you'll see that's trading at $11.36, closed at $11.45. So that is reflecting the down move as well. We're going to watch oil closely. Oil has a big effect on the markets because when oil moves up, you usually get a bid in the energy stocks. Energy stocks roughly account for about 15% of the S&P 500, so that does move markets. So we're going to have to watch oil closely. Right now, oil is ticking a little bit lower. All right, with that being said, we do have futures still down about $2.50 on the S&P 500 E-minis. We'll see how this plays out today. It should be an interesting morning. Once we get past 11, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, volume will get lighter, so that usually will help keep the markets buoyant, but we'll see what today brings. With that being said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day, and once again, come on over, take a 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat if you have not done so already, and we will see you on the charts.